Life is a whirlwind of activity. We rush from one task to the next, our minds racing with thoughts of the past and worries about the future. But what if there's a different way? What if true peace and fulfillment lie not in chasing after fleeting moments, but in fully embracing the present? This is the essence of The Power of Now, a profound work by Eckhart Tolle. It guides us to understand our minds and unlock the transformative power of living fully in the present moment. Through Tolle's teachings, we learn to observe our thoughts without getting swept away, creating space for peace and clarity. The Power of Now invites us to shift from dwelling in the past and future to embracing the present moment. We're conditioned to strive and achieve, believing happiness lies in the future. But true fulfillment is cultivated in the present moment, recognizing that life exists right here, right now. One key insight in The Power of Now is that time, as we perceive it, is largely an illusion. Our minds create a sense of past and future, pulling us away from the present. By learning to disengage from thoughts and anchor ourselves in the present, we open ourselves to the possibilities of the now. To embrace the present moment, we must liberate ourselves from the grip of our minds. Our minds cling to the past, worry about the future, and seek to control our experiences. The Power of Now teaches us to observe our thoughts without getting swept away. In the stillness of the present moment, we tap into a deeper dimension of ourselves, a place of peace and clarity. The Power of Now introduces the concept of the ego, a false sense of self constructed from our thoughts and memories. The ego thrives on identification, telling us our worth depends on external factors. This pursuit of validation keeps us trapped in desire and dissatisfaction. The ego's grip infiltrates our thoughts and actions, keeping us from experiencing the present moment. Closely intertwined with the ego is the pain body, an accumulation of unresolved emotional pain from our past. The pain body feeds on situations that resonate with its stored pain, keeping us trapped in suffering. Recognizing the pain body is crucial to breaking free from its grip. By becoming aware of its presence, we can respond with compassion and awareness, creating space for healing. The Power of Now offers hope. We are not our egos or pain bodies. Our true nature lies beyond these constructs, in a place of pure awareness and joy. Disidentification involves observing our thoughts and emotions with detachment. As we become more present, we weaken the grip of the ego and pain body, allowing our true nature to shine through. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about observing our experiences with curiosity and openness. Practicing mindfulness reconnects us with the simplicity of being fully present and engaged in the moment. One obstacle to living in the present moment is our own minds. Mindfulness involves observing our thoughts without judgment, recognizing they are not true reflections of ourselves. Cultivating a witnessing consciousness allows us to unlock the prison of our thoughts. The benefits of mindfulness extend beyond feeling calmer. We develop greater self-awareness, emotional regulation, and compassion. Mindfulness allows us to weather life's storms with grace, experiencing a deep sense of interconnectedness and appreciation for life. Section 12. Acceptance. Embracing the reality of the present moment. The present moment, in all its messy, unpredictable glory, is often the last place our minds want to be. We crave certainty, control, a guarantee that life will unfold according to our carefully crafted plans. But life, as we all know, has a way of throwing curveballs, disrupting our carefully constructed realities and forcing us to confront the present moment in all its raw, unfiltered beauty. Acceptance, in the context of The Power of Now, isn't about passively resigning ourselves to unpleasant circumstances or denying the validity of our emotions. It's not about pretending that everything is okay when it's not. Instead, Acceptance is a courageous act of acknowledging the reality of the present moment, without judgment, without resistance, without the need to change it or wish it were different. This doesn't mean we have to like or enjoy every experience that comes our way. It simply means we acknowledge what is happening without allowing our resistance to create additional suffering. We recognize that our struggles with the present moment often stem from our unwillingness to accept what is, from our attempts to cling to a past that is gone or force the future to conform to our desires. Section 13. Surrender. Letting go of resistance to what is. Hand in hand with acceptance comes surrender, a concept that can often feel counterintuitive, even frightening, in a society that values control and achievement above all else. Surrender, in the context of the power of now, is not about giving up or becoming passive in the face of life's challenges. It's not about resigning ourselves to a life of mediocrity or forfeiting our dreams and aspirations. Instead, surrender is about recognizing the futility of our constant struggle against the present moment. It's about letting go of our need to control every aspect of our lives, to force outcomes, to resist the natural flow of events. It's about acknowledging that there are forces at play beyond our limited understanding, a wisdom that extends far beyond the confines of our egoic minds. Surrender is an act of profound trust. Trust in ourselves, trust in the unfolding of life, trust in the inherent intelligence of the universe. It's about releasing our tight grip on the reins of our lives and allowing ourselves to be guided by something greater than ourselves. It's about finding peace and freedom in the midst of uncertainty, knowing that even in the midst of chaos, there is a deeper order at work. Section 14. Finding freedom in the present moment. Living with acceptance and surrender. Living in a state of acceptance and surrender doesn't mean we become passive observers in our own lives, devoid of goals, aspirations, or the desire to create positive change. It doesn't mean we stop setting intentions, working towards our dreams, or fighting for what we believe in. Instead, acceptance and surrender provide a foundation of peace and freedom from which we can engage with life more fully and authentically. When we accept the present moment as it is, without resistance, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of wanting things to be different. We no longer waste precious energy fighting against reality, clinging to the past, or worrying about the future. This newfound freedom allows us to channel our energy towards creating a life that is aligned with our values, our passions, and our deepest aspirations. Surrender doesn't mean we give up on our dreams. It means we release our attachment to specific outcomes and trust that life will unfold in the way that is meant for us. It's about taking inspired action towards our goals, knowing that we have done our best, and then surrendering the outcome to something greater than ourselves. It's about finding peace and joy in the journey itself, rather than constantly striving for a destination that may or may not materialize. Section 15. Practical steps to embrace the now. The path to embracing the power of now might seem abstract at first. How do we actually bridge the gap between understanding the concept and truly living it? The good news is that incorporating the principles of the power of now into daily life can be surprisingly practical. One of the most accessible ways to cultivate present moment awareness is through the breath. Our breath, always with us, serves as a natural anchor to the present moment. Throughout the day, pause whatever you're doing and take a few deep, conscious breaths. Feel the air entering your nostrils, expanding your chest, and gently leaving your body. As you focus on your breath, notice how the incessant chatter of the mind begins to quiet, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. Another powerful practice is to cultivate sensory awareness. Instead of rushing through your day on autopilot, make a conscious effort to engage your senses fully. When you eat, savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet, the wind on your skin, the sounds of nature surrounding you. By consciously engaging our senses, we ground ourselves in the present moment, breaking free from the grip of our thoughts and reconnecting with the richness of our immediate experience. Section 16. Integrating presence into daily life. The beauty of the power of now lies not in grand gestures, but in the subtle shifts we make in our everyday routines. It's about infusing moments, big and small, with presence. Waiting in line at the grocery store? Instead of succumbing to impatience, Use that time to practice mindful breathing or observe the sensations in your body. Stuck in traffic? Resist the urge to let frustration take over. Instead, turn up the music and allow yourself to be fully present with the experience. One of the most profound transformations occurs when we bring presence to our relationships. Instead of engaging in conversations on autopilot, make a conscious effort to truly listen to the people around you. Put down your phone, silence your inner monologue, and offer your undivided attention to the person in front of you. This practice of deep listening fosters genuine connection and transforms ordinary interactions into opportunities for presence and intimacy. Even seemingly mundane tasks can become opportunities for present moment awareness. Washing the dishes, feel the warmth of the water, the texture of the plates, the satisfaction of completing a task with full attention. Folding laundry, notice the colors, the patterns, the simple act of caring for your belongings. By approaching everyday activities with mindfulness, we transform them from chores into opportunities for presence, gratitude, and even joy. Section 17. Cultivating a Sanctuary of the Now. As we delve deeper into the practice of presence, we begin to cultivate an inner sanctuary, a space within ourselves that remains calm and grounded, even amidst the storms of life. This sanctuary is not a place we escape to, but rather a state of being that we carry with us wherever we go. Creating this inner sanctuary involves dedicating time each day to nourish our connection to the present moment. This might involve practicing meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in any activity that allows us to quiet the mind and reconnect with our inner stillness. The key is to make these practices a non-negotiable part of our daily routines, just like brushing our teeth or eating breakfast. As we prioritize presence in our lives, we begin to experience its transformative power in all aspects of our being, in our relationships, our work, and our overall sense of well-being. We begin to live from a place of greater peace, purpose, and joy, knowing that the present moment is all we ever truly have, and it is enough. Section 18. The Enduring Gift of Now. As we conclude our exploration of the power of now, it's essential to remember that the journey towards presence is not a destination to be reached, but a lifelong practice to be embraced. Life will inevitably throw us curveballs, presenting challenges, setbacks, and moments that tempt us to abandon our commitment to the present moment. But it's in these very moments when our minds are pulled towards the anxieties of the past or the uncertainties of the future that the teachings of the power of now become most crucial. Living in the present moment is not about achieving a state of perpetual bliss or denying the very real challenges that life throws our way. It's about approaching each experience, whether joyful or painful, with a sense of open-hearted awareness, recognizing that within each moment lies an opportunity for growth, learning, and deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us. When we embrace the power of now, we begin to experience a profound shift in our relationship with ourselves, with others, and with the world around us. We develop a greater capacity for compassion, understanding, and forgiveness, recognizing that everyone, including ourselves, is doing the best they can with the tools and resources available to them at any given moment. We learn to approach life's challenges with grace and resilience, knowing that even in the midst of difficulty, there is always something to be grateful for, always a glimmer of hope to guide us forward. Section 19. Stepping into your power. The true power of the power of now lies not just in understanding its concepts, but in embodying its teachings in our daily lives. It's about making a conscious choice, moment by moment, to shift our attention from the distractions of the mind to the fullness of the present experience. It's about cultivating a deep sense of presence in our relationships, our work, and all aspects of our lives. As we integrate the principles of the power of now into our daily routines, we begin to tap into a wellspring of peace, joy, and fulfillment that resides within each of us. We discover that true happiness is not a distant goal to be chased, but a state of being that is always available to us, right here, right now. The journey towards presence is a lifelong adventure, filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. But with each step we take towards embracing the power of now, we move closer to aligning with our truest selves, to living a life that is authentic, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. So I invite you to step into the fullness of this present moment, to embrace the power of now, and to discover the boundless peace, joy, and love that await you in the here and now.